Hello everyone, my name is Marvina Zieni. This is the 5th week of Communication 500 offered by Amanda Kendres. And this week I will give you guys an informative speech based on racism and anti-racism. I know it's such a common topic, but I want to touch base and explain and inform you guys again, since nowadays we have problems about this race in our society. So let's start. First, I would like to start explaining what does racism means. And racism means systemized discrimination or antagonism. So it's not only something that comes from society, it also comes from the top, which means the government. And what does anti-racism means? Anti-racism is strategies, theories, actions, and practices that challenge and counter racism and trying to bring inequalities and prejudices and discrimination based on the race or ethnicity. And anti-racism strategies can be applied in a micro base and a macro base, which means it could start in the communities and it could start in the person, and then government can also help educate its citizens itself too. But first of all, in order to take anti-racist action, it requires research and investing time, and you have to have an objective view of point. You have to be open-minded in order to practice anti-racism. What else could be act as an anti-racism actions? So governments need to more uplift and center the voices of minorities and marginalized people. And if we talk about inequality, everybody knows that in the US society there are inequalities, that there are different practices based on the race by the police officers and by the government. I want to give you an example. When Ahmaud Arbery got killed in February, and whoever killed him, his murderers, they got away with it with self-defense. And then we got the video, and then they get arrested. But if it happened the other way around, if it was two black people to kill one Caucasian man or woman, they will get charged 100% differently, and they will put in a jail like in a second, and no one needs a video or anything in order to confirm this crime. It's just we have these biases in the society. Some people call Muslims as terrorists, and black people they call all as gangs. But in the past, we see that actually African American people learned the violence from their owners, slavery owners. So that's why how it get wild. So in the past, when the African American get freed, there were some of the people that they didn't want these people free, and in our society we still these effects, especially in the police department. We see a Breonna Taylor, she got shot in her house 7 times by a police officer. And we see George Floyd, he said he couldn't breathe and he was murdered in the scene. And if there was no video about George, we wouldn't know about it. And before everybody was protesting, no one was arrested or were charged about George Floyd's murder. So these are my proofs that anti-racism exists in this society, and we need to be aware of it if we need to, because it's part of being an human being and giving back. And we need to organize a better system to build on it in our communities for our future, because at least we need to know what does anti-racism means and what to take actions, and then people can choose their ways if they want to act that way or not. But there are a lot of people that they have no idea about racism because they don't see it on a daily basis, and they don't even know what does anti-racism means. That's why I wanted to give this speech to reach the unheard, and I hope I was successful enough that I could explain myself and inform you about this race topic a little bit. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.